High on a hill in the Badlands, I left my prayers for you, Tio. I made the bundle small for strong prayers as Tia told me to. I smoked tobacco and mullein I harvested at the base of Bear Lodge as I made them. I camped there one night under the stars and cut the cloth for the bundles there. I used the cloth from a bandana that I wore often, and especially during my activism for Indigenous rights. I pray it reminds me of you. I prayed in all four directions, and I burned sage I gathered from Wind Cave in all four directions. I told the ancestors you would be coming, and I asked them to let you be free, as Tia instructed me to. I left my prayers for you, Tio, in a pine that the ants and the hornets loved. In the shadows grew a tall stand of long sagebrush. I harvested some for you, Tia. The grass grew green here, even in 100-degree heat. There below the tree lived a family of prairie dogs. They greeted me as I came and as I left. Through the tall grass, I could feel the earth and the wind. The black and yellow butterflies and crickets walked with me in my prayers. To get here, I crossed a river called Sage Creek. You turn at the cottonwoods. There are 3 of them with a pine, and the sunflowers grew everywhere in this spot. 2 Tatanka beckoned me to the spot to remind me not to fear. They told me they are my relatives and that together we have thrived, and they reminded me of the drumbeat that I heard deep in the earth in Wind Cave. I gathered materials for my prayers throughout the territory and enjoyed and honored this protected land. I was shown signs of moccasins once I entered the territory at Chimney Rock, and then days later I found my way to the ancient moccasin springs and purified myself. It was in this town of hot springs I gathered the tobacco and ribbons for the prayer ties. I moved through these hills and through these shadows with you, Uncle. I pictured my ancestors riding the plains. I pictured you and me riding our motorcycles and horses here. Please come to me in my dreams and visions like you did last summer when we prayed at the Capitol and saw a miracle. I love you, and I leave my prayers again here and near my home where I can greet you often, and I will return to pray here too. Sagegrass Creek Campground, Badlands, South Dakota. Thank you.